Common sense is not really that common. And I think a lot of people fail to remember this. We think that everybody in the world should be very understanding and very intelligent of the things that we're doing. But the reality is, they're not. Most people are very selfish. Most people are very focused on their problems, and that's just what it is. And, I don't really blame them because that's their reality and that's all they know. And we're programmed in a culture where we really are independent. We don't have to focus on anybody else. We're taught to take care of ourselves, and as a result, we start to get away from the idea of community and helping each other, and we start to really hyper-focus on what's in it for me. Now, I'm going to tell you something that's very important in this entire episode here, okay? The number one thing that you have to understand is that people are not going to understand you. People are never going to understand your point of view. You can persuade them, and you can kind of negotiate with them, and you can kind of teach them, and in a sinister way, you can manipulate them into understanding your perspective. But the reality is they're never going to 100% understand you. When someone does not understand you, the best thing to do is to be compassionate and empathetic. And in different situations where you completely disagree with somebody, the best thing to do is to send them love. And you send them love not because it's the right thing to do, but you do it because you are the energy that you put out. That's all it is. The energy that you put out in the world is what you will receive and what you will become. I sound like a hippie right now, but this is really what it is. Say for a moment you're a very negative person. All this will lead to is negativity. Negative thoughts lead to negative emotions, lead to negative actions, lead to negative results. And the cycle continues because when you have negative results, you think about those results and you have negative thoughts. It's a negative feedback loop. But on the flip side, if you constantly inject positivity into your day, you're just going to be a lot more positive. So when someone is mean to you and someone is rude to you and someone stabs you in the back and does all this stuff, my philosophy is to wish positivity for them, wish change for them. And some of you might say, oh, people don't change. And I disagree with this because I have changed dramatically. And I'm sure you can say that you have changed dramatically. And it's very easy for us to feel like we have changed, but it's very hard for us to understand that other people can change as well. And it's not that you adopt this delusionary mindset that this person's going to change. It's more so that you give them the opportunity to change and you wish for them to have change. So when someone is doing something negative to you, all you do is wish them positivity, and here's what you do. You distance them. You forgive and you forget. Not forgive, but never forget. You forgive and you forget. You move on. You let go. You distance, and you wish them the best. Because that's the only way you can do it. If you sit there and wish them positivity, but they're not becoming positive, then you're kind of in a brain trauma situation. You're dealing with something that's conflicting. But if you wish them positivity and move on completely, all you do is let the universe, God, whatever force you believe in, really take care of the rest. So when people are negative to you, you wish them positivity. Now, another thing I want you to understand, the second thing I want to talk about here today, is arguing with dumb people. There's a skill that you must learn in life, and that is not arguing with people that are quote-unquote dumb. And dumb is a perspective. Dumb for one person may be very intelligent to another. So I use that word very lightly. I don't mean it disrespectfully. I mean this in a way for you to relate to, because I'm sure that you probably talk to a lot of dumb people, and that's what I mean by that, right? It's not that their IQ and their intelligence is very low. It's more so that their opinion is very different from yours. So when you're arguing with someone that has a very, very, very different opinion from you, to the point where you have to do a lot of groundwork to change it, you have a choice here, right? A couple choices theoretically. One, you can put in the work and start to erode their mindset, and you have to really calculate if it's worth it for you. If you're meeting someone at a party, if you're meeting someone in passing, and they're just very, very against your philosophy of life, it may not be worth your energy. It may not be worth your time. It may not be worth your resources in terms of your energetic levels to devote to this conversation to change their opinion on something, because what is really the benefit? You have to be a bit selfish here. On the flip side, you can choose to invest. You can choose to change. But it is quite a bit of investment. But if the net payoff for you is positive, then it's good. So, see, sometimes if your girlfriend or boyfriend has a very obtuse opinion about something, then it may be worth for you to engage in some rational discussion that's amicable instead of an altercation to really change their viewpoint. But if you're sitting here and you're arguing with dumb person after dumb person over a person that doesn't really agree with you on this and that and the third, you're just going out in the world arguing with people that are not really going to change their opinion. And number two, you're wasting your time. Number three, you're probably building up a lot of negativity and resentment and hate inside you. So you've got to learn to let dumb people win the argument. It's a talent. Just say, okay, yep, you're completely right. Don't worry. I agree. You're good. It is what it is. You're right. You've changed my mind. I don't argue with dumb people. I don't argue with people that I can't necessarily, I don't want to say win, but change their mind. I will have a conversation and debate someone if I feel like my opinion can change them for the better. Genuinely, if I have a wholehearted mindset where I can give them a mindset that is beneficial for them, then that's different. But if they are not in any way, shape, or form going to change, then I'm just going to completely let it go. If someone is a racist person, if someone is a KKK member, for example, I'm not really going to change their opinion on me. They're always going to think I'm lower than them. So I'm just going to say, yep, do whatever you want to do. See, the beauty of today's world is that racism and sexism and all these bad things don't really have a space to exist. It's not what's in right now. It's not what's cool. Like, people shut that stuff down immediately. This isn't even a hot take. Like, that stuff is very out of fashion, and I think it will always be out of fashion as long as we have the internet. So real racism is silent. Real sexism, real negativity is very, very silent because it gets shut down, because it gets kind of put out. But drama and gossip and the small rumor talk will always be there. So I guess my lessons for this particular episode, if I had to really structure it that way, is number one, when someone's being negative to you, give them positivity. They need it the most, honestly. The people that are very negative, the people that are betraying people, that are wrong about things, that are just not good people, need the positivity the most. And it's not for them, it's for you. It's for you. You cannot have negativity within you. So you've got to get rid of it. You've got to just get rid of that negativity and give positivity out. Put out positivity in the world, you will get positivity back. Sounds hippie, sounds cringy, but this is really what it is. Number two, don't try to win arguments with dumb people. Let dumb people win arguments. And last but not least, I didn't really hit on this too much, but don't gossip. There will always be gossip. There will always be rumors. There will always be hatred and negativity in the world as well. But the real hatred, the real dark stuff is very silent. So as long as you are just making sure that you're around a good social setting, you're not really going to deal with that. And number two, the drama and gossip is always going to be there. Just when you feel someone is gossiping, when someone is saying something about somebody else, just politely leave. Just politely remove yourself from the situation. Just don't even say anything, because the people that are talking about people are going to talk about you the moment that you leave as well. So I hope this makes sense, guys. I really appreciate you being here today. Do me a favor, guys. Definitely subscribe to our YouTube. Definitely subscribe to our podcast. It really helps out a lot. Leave a positive review if you like my content. And thank you guys for all the support, all the love. It really means the world to me. I do this stuff for you guys. I am so blessed to be able to talk to you guys through this medium, to this platform. It's just crazy to me, to be able to talk to hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people all over the internet. And I'm just very, very blessed. I'm grateful for all of you. Thank you so much. Till next time, guys. Sue me out.